What is going on, everyone, and welcome back. On my last video I was showing you guys the unboxing of the new PS4 back buttons. I was showing you guys how to set it up and how it felt, but I also mentioned that I was going to show you guys a video on comparing both the StrikerPack and the PS4 back buttons, just to see which one's better and how it felt. So I did give this one a couple of weeks and a lot of gameplay, and I honestly did feel a lot difference. So I did want to mention to you guys, before buying anything, I did want to talk to you guys on which one's better and which one's gonna save you a lot more money. Not a lot, but more money. So stick around. So 5 things to take into account before buying any PS4 back buttons. I did first want to talk about the setup. Okay, so both of them, I gotta be honest, were fairly easy. They did not have any complications on any setups or anything. This one, all you had to do was basically press this button at the same time as any button you wanted. So if you wanted X, all you had to do was hold X and hold this at the same time, and it'll automatically have the X position in this one. So that was fairly easy. And on this one, all you had to do was just hold this until it started blinking, and just press the paddles to what position you want it, and then when you're done you just press it again and it automatically chose to what you wanted. So in that side, both of them are fairly easy and both have no complications on that. So I did want to talk about how it feels, just because I did notice a difference. So if you can tell on this one where the lines of the PS4 line up, so they kind of line up in the middle. And as for this one does line up kind of in the back. So as for this one, it did feel more comfortable, just because you had more grip in the back. Look at where my middle finger lines up to it, and I have a lot of grip to it, so it made it easier to press. But as for this one, I did have a little problem, just because where my middle finger position is all the way in the tip, so it doesn't give me a lot of grip on it. So sometimes it does get uncomfortable when I used to play this with this one. Now to the next thing I did want to talk about. Obviously the most important thing was that this one's wired and this one's wireless. So I want to talk about this one first. So at least the good thing about this one is that they did give you a really long cable to connect it, so you could kind of move about like 10 feet apart and had no struggle with it. But the only problem with this that I had is that since I play in front of a TV, people would walk by and sometimes knock it off, so it'd be easily taken off, and there you go. I wouldn't be able to press it, just because I had to reconnect it and redo everything, and it was just a big hassle. As for this one, it's wireless, so obviously you can play any position you want and without having anyone interrupting you. So as for this one, I did really like this one in that case, and there's no lag for it. I mean, there's really nothing much. So for my next one, I did want to talk about the pricing. I was researching on both of them just to compare. I was going to leave, if you see right here, both of the prices are there. You could see a $10 about a $10 difference. As for this one is around $30 and this one is around $40. So if you are a little bit tight on budget, I mean, for me personally, I would take this one, just because as for now I don't feel like there's anything that's better, just because of how it's wireless and everything that has is basically the same thing. So also I did want to mention about this. On the auxiliary on this one, when I plug it in, I get no sound. I mean, right now I'm using a wireless headphone, so I didn't really have much of a problem. But when it did die, I'd switch to a headphone, one, and I'd connect it, and there'd be no sound out of that. So I was a little disappointed on that, but not really, just because I just charge up my headphones and then continue playing like that. I did try out this one just to be confirmed that this does work, but I did actually confirm it, and it actually does work perfectly fine with nothing to it, nothing, you know, that has a big effect on it. So, but like I said, I mean, if you use wireless headphones, you know, you don't really have much problem with any of them. But if you are using an input for this, I'm not sure if it's just mine or anything else, but I would really take in consideration that to check this, if you do plan on getting this, I would let you guys know to check that first, just in case if there's any issues with that. So before buying anything, I did want to let you guys know, since this thing did come in late, obviously we are looking about like a year, less than a year since for the new PS5 to come out. So we really don't know where we're sitting at. So the question is, if you really want to buy this, just because we need like a couple of months for the PS5 to come out. Right now there's a lot of mix-ups, and we don't know for sure what the next PS4 controller is going to be like, if this one's going to be compatible for it or not. I did buy it just because I wanted to show you guys, and obviously I did want to get a better gameplay and see which one's better. But the question is for you, if you are willing to spend that $30 for professional game playing, or if you're just tired of just using that X button, and always losing and stuff like that. But I did hear, on my research, I did see that they are planning on building in this that comes with the PS4 buttons. So basically you're going to be having a scuff controller that's going to be coming with it. But that's that's all talk. So I wouldn't really follow what people say right now, because no one really knows what's going to happen. So the PS4 back buttons, for me, I gotta be honest, takes the win. But I mean, that's just me, in my opinion. But just let me know if you guys think of any different, or if there's something that I missed that you guys wanted me to let you guys know before buying anything. Just let me know in the comments.